piece there on the inbounds. That was a nicely run play.
Jan with 12, he averages 13. Martinez with good defense on Westerfield. Malik drives in, gets it to Heath, turnaround in the lane, short, no good rebound. Martinez. He's guarded by Carruthers, now he gets it to Jan, they bounce it to Zek in the paint. Turnaround on Thornton, no good rebound. Cleared, actually, it's by Dempsey who's checked in. There's a pass at Westerfield. Tries to dunk it. He got off late, so he just laid it in. Westerfield now up to 14, leads West, and it's 41-19. Zach, they almost steal it. He gets it to Jan, steps into a three. Good, Noah Jan. Another First National Bank three-pointer. Go see Raquel Oliva and Hope Franklin at First National Bank of Muscatine.
West just able, like you said, they get those spurts, they get those runs where they'll just kind of separate from you.
Heath in the corner, guarded by Martinez. He swings at high post now. Carruthers turnaround shot, short. Rebound on the floor. Carruthers and Zek going after it. And we got a jump ball. And this one will go to West. Good hustle again by both teams.
Yeah, both same two guys again, yes. Carruthers and Zek.
You know Cooper Zek's going to battle.
Yep.
And West is really scrappy. And both coaches got to be pleased with their team's efforts.
Carruthers and Zek sounds like a law firm.
That you want on your side.
Right.
There's a ball slapped out of bounds. West will retain possession. 41-22 West, 29 seconds left here in the third. Muskie girls won game one, 33-27.
Trucks Unlimited, proud supporters of Muscatine Muskies.
Westerfield gets it in the right corner. Briggs Miller guarding him now. Hollingshed, high post now for Beecham. There's a three. Westerfield, 3 threes here in the third, and he's up to 17 as he's really heated it up. And it's 44-22 West.
He's only made 21 on the year. He's got 3 already tonight.
There's Martinez down the floor at these. And there's a foul. It's going to go on number 10.
And the official explained it. He said the whistle actually fell out of my mouth. That's why it was so late.
Yep. Good explanation by the official here.
The West coach was all over it. He was okay with it, Coach Robinson.
So Briggs Miller will inbounds it. That's the 14th foul on West. Martinez, and they're going to run the clock out. Folks, we've played 3. It's Davenport West 44, the Muskies 22. We're stepping away for 60. You listen to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Hair gets too long, I lose my edge. But when my cut's right, I'm right. I'm back to being me. My dimples activate. My cleft chin becomes cleftier. I get a twinkle on my tooth, and I speak fluent French. Garbage, chaise lounge, mayonnaise. Au revoir.
Get in, get out, back to greatness. Download the online check-in app. Great clips. It's gonna be great.
To be a voice of Muscatine Sports Booster and proud to be the
North
corporate
Scott,
sponsor
North,
of the Muskie Boys
I know.
program.
I tell you,
Since
North looked damn
1995,
good.
It has resulted in
Monday night.
donations totaling over
They got a transfer from Bedford, just started playing a week and a half ago.
Of course they
Money
did.
is
He had
used
18 in the first half against us off the bench.
Watch the total grow on the CBI's
And he's a
Facebook
junior.
page. And go Muskies. Aim high. Bank
See you, buddy.
strong.
Classes start soon. Learn more at eicc.edu.
Muskies, their leading scorer with 15. There's Diericks driving the paint, kicks it over to Zek. Zek now drives in the lane, steps up. Good, Cooper Zek. 44-24, Zek's first basket. There's Westerfield. Gives to Hollingshed. Hollingshed guarded by Martinez. There's a Westerfield, or excuse me, Hollingshed loses it out of bounds.
Oh,
It'll be West ball.
I thought that went off Hollingshed's leg.
Aldane Barrett checks in. Joel, just a 6'7" sophomore. Thornton, they're two big 6'4" sophomore. West going to be a pretty good basketball team for the next couple of years. Heyman gets it. There's Thornton. He'll take a rare three. Back iron, no good. Cooper Zek gets a rebound. And here come the Muskies. Stay tuned after the game for the non-emergency transport post-game show, where we'll name our CBI Bank and Trust player of the game. Diekman to the rim, no good. Rebound Zek and a foul on Barrett. That'll be the third on Barrett, the fifth on West.
No, and that's a real thing here. If Muscatine can get 2 more fouls, they can start maybe getting to the line, get a couple points here without the clock moving on.
Pass inbounds, Diericks. He drives baseline, pull up from 7, hits side of the board. No good, gets his own rebound. Cross court for Martinez, 15-footer, no good. Rebound, Diekman, shot up, no. 3 good looks for the Muskies, good effort, couldn't fall. Westerfield in the front court, now over to Heyman. Heyman feeds inside Thornton. Thornton drive, back to Heyman, drives baseline and a foul. And it's going to go on Joey Martinez. That's his first and the 5th on the Muskies.
Joey's played hard tonight. He's really battled.
No doubt about it. Heyman 52% on the season. Free throw no good. 0 for 3 in the second half from the stripe. Heyman's second free throw good. 45-24, Jan back in the game.
Rivo Incorporated bringing you Muscatine Muskie Athletics.
Muskies is West bringing the full court pressure. There's Jan. Now he throws it over and it's picked up by Diericks. Nate Diericks picks it up, loses it. Now it's stolen by Heyman. Ahead for Westerfield. Shot rejected by Jan. Welcome to the block party, Noah Jan. Diekman down the floor, spins it over to Martinez, out of the corner. No good rebound, Zek, and a foul on Cooper Zek. Offensive foul, pushing off. And that'll be 3 on Cooper and the 6 on the Muskies. Cooper Zek's played really hard off the bench tonight, though.
Yes, he has.
Westerfield in the front court. 21-point lead for West, 6 minutes to play. They feed it in on the block. Heyman, pump fake on Diekman, shot up and in, and a foul on Josh Diekman, and that'll be his 3rd. And the 7th on the Muskies. Heyman will go to the line to shoot 1.
Yeah, good pump fake there by Heyman. Got Diekman and Jan up in the air, and he was able to fight through the contact to finish.
Braden Seaman has checked into the Muskie lineup. Free throw on the way, good by Heyman. He's up to 16. Westerfield leads with 17, and it's 48-24. Their biggest lead of the night now, 24. Martinez in the front court. Joey drives the lane, Jan has it. Jan baseline 16-footer, good. Noah Jan was 17. And you can just see the maturity and the growth in that young man as this season's progressed.
Yeah, so there's a lot of potential.
Westerfield to Barrett, misses the easy one, and Seaman clears for the Muskies. There's a pass ahead, and it's slapped out of bounds. It's going to be West basketball, turnover Muskies.
Yeah, just Jan tried to get the break started before Zek could get his head around, and just was a doomed attempt from the beginning.
Zion Carruthers checks back in. And it looks like Nazir Beecham is checking in too. Westerfield out front. Jake Thomas set to come back for the Muskies. There's a pass out of bounds. Turnover West, Muskie ball.
Muscatine needs to finish strong.
Diekman has it. He dribbles. Nice move by Josh to the rim. Shot no good. Rebound back up. No, and a rebound cleared by Beecham. Down the floor he goes. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound. Barrett lays it up and in. 50-26 West.
Beecham did a nice job of avoiding the charge. Barrett with a good second chance point there.
Thomas out high. Swings it to Diekman. Josh puts it on the deck, loses it, and we got a foul, and it's going to go on Hollingshed. That'll be his second and the 6th on West.
Kirk Butcher Plumbing bringing you Muscatine Muskie Athletics, along with CBI Bank and Trust.
Jan 77% on the year at the stripe, and I'd like to see him get to the basket and get a few throws. There's Diekman inside, blocked from behind. Up ahead for Westerfield, down the lane, lays it up and in. Westerfield with 19, and they've doubled up the Muskies at 52-26. Noah Jan in the front court for Martinez. He loses it. Hollingshed ahead for Westerfield, and he goes down the floor, misses the dunk. Westerfield has got 2 or 3 tonight, missed that one. There's Diekman for 3, no good. Rebound cleared by Carruthers. Hollingshed now, and now we got a timeout Davenport West. And it is a full timeout. 4:06 to play, 52-26 West. We're going to step away for 30. You listen to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Motors reminds you it's time to winterize your vehicle, and Uptown Service is here to help. We'll inspect your vehicle's tires, belts, hoses, and more for the weather ahead and recommend any work to be done, including engine tune-ups. With winter driving comes an increased risk of collision. Uptown Motors has you covered with our new body shop. We make a stressful experience less painful with free estimates, loaner cars, and expert body repair backed by 50 years experience. We welcome insurance work and may be able to help with your deductible. Uptown Motors Service and Body Shop, Muscatine, just in time for winter and just in case.
High school, 4:06 to play on a fantastic fundraising cake auction night here at Muskie High School. Basketball, the girls won game 1 33-27. Here, 52-26 West over the Muskie Boys. Scott Ingstad doesn't want to get caught in the cheering wave over there.
He didn't want to hop on the student section's roller coaster.
He was.
They were doing.
He waited. Your mom and dad walked by before it started.
Oh, they're veterans.
Gardner's checked in now for West. Jermaine Gardner, 5'8" freshman, another freshman.
That's an offensive foul.
That is an offensive foul, but it's slapped out of bounds. It'll be Muskie ball. You got the hook going there.
There's not much a student section can do that'll rattle my parents after me and my friends growing up in that house.
And now Briggs Miller is set to check back into the Muskie lineup.
I was the guy that Chuck Van Heck would have to come over and tell me to be quiet. Because I was getting a little, we'd push the limits a little bit in the student section.
Noah Jan checks out with 17. We'll see if he returns. That could be it for Noah. Martinez in the front court, over to Diekman. They swing it to Briggs Miller on the right wing. Now to Thomas out high. Over for Martinez. Joey drives in, tries to feed Diekman, but it's stolen away on the floor. Joey now gets it back. Picks his dribble up out high. Briggs Miller, 3, top of the key, short, and a rebound to Beecham. Down the floor comes Beecham. Down the lane, gets it to Carruthers in the corner. Offensive foul on Beecham. And boy, a real gutty effort inside again by Joey Martinez taking the charge.
Beecham is a athletic kid.
6'5" junior.
Look at those shoulders. I'm not sure what other sports the young man plays, but there's probably not a coach in the building at Davenport West that doesn't want to see that young man walk through their door and get on their team.
Wonder if he plays football.
I hope so. Those
mercy.
I just think about it as a former defensive line coach that I am. That guy could come off the edge for me any day.
Hufford is checked into the Muskie lineup. Braden Hufford. Now they feed it over to Hufford, just a freshman. Miller swings it to Seaman. He'll take a three left corner. Rattles, no, and a rebound on the floor cleared by Gardner for West. Gardner pushes tempo into the front court. Over to Carruthers. The lefty puts on the deck. Looked like a foul, but no call. Dempsey is intended for Dempsey, and it's out of bounds.
Yeah, Jake Thomas got away with a foul.
I thought that was definitely. Could maybe there's a 10 o'clock officials reservation somewhere for dinner, right?
I don't know. It's only 9:15. They got plenty of time to get there.
52-26 West. 2:40 left. Hufford.
Maybe they've got a seat waiting at Buffalo Wild Wings to find Muscatine Muskie sponsor.
There's a ball slapped out of bounds. Turnover Muskies, it'll be West ball. So it's Dempsey, Peterson, Heath, Carruthers, and Gardner for West. The Muskies have Seaman, Thomas, McDaniel, Hufford, and Briggs Miller. And they're down the lane. Carruthers lays it up in a nice drive, and it's 54-26. West up by 28. Hufford to Seaman. Out front now, McDaniel. Back over to Seaman. He throws it in the post to Thomas. Battered away and saved by Peterson, but he's out of bounds. Muskie ball.
Right now, Coach Wyndham's just trying to get some confidence in some of these other guys who have been on the bench.
There's a pass into McDaniel. He runs it down in the corner. Cross court now to Hufford. Hufford out high. Over to Seaman, and now it's out high to Brady McDaniel. He puts on the deck. Back to Hufford off his hands out of bounds. Turnover Muskies. .158 left, 54-26. Non-emergency transport postgame show coming up after the game. And the CBI Bank and Trust player of the game. There's a pass into the corner for Carruthers. He bounces it to Dempsey. Dempsey in the corner. He goes baseline on Thomas. There's a ball on the floor picked up by the Muskies. Hufford in the front court. Over to Seaman, back out front for Thomas. Thomas feeds the block for McDaniel. He goes in on Heath, shot on away, no good, tipped up, no good. And the rebound, Gardner. Now Carruthers has it, gives it back to Gardner. Gardner in the corner for Peterson, bounces it to Heath. Heath gets double teamed, feeds it now, Carruthers, shot on away. And there's a foul, and this one's going to go on Jake Thomas. It's going to be the first foul on Thomas and the 7th on the Muskies. And Carruthers will go to the line to shoot one. Folks, got a total from tonight's cake auction. Unofficially, but at least this and maybe north, they raised $19,100 tonight. Unbelievable. $19,100 for the cake auction. Fantastic community support as always. And Muscatine Athletic Booster Club and the school district, thank you, Muscatine. Phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a tremendous night for the community. This boys' game's not going to fall the way they wanted it to, but it's still a winning night.
55-26. And there's a ball out of bounds, almost out of bounds, and it is off the official, but it'll be Muskie ball. 57 seconds left, 55-26. West. There's Diericks out high over to Briggs Miller. To McDaniel, high post. Now they feed it Seaman for three out of the right corner. Good, Braden Seaman. Another First National Bank three-pointer.
You know, we're missing a few stalwarts in the Muscatine student section tonight, and that's because several of them are going to be swimming tomorrow at the Iowa State swim meet. We can talk about those guys a little bit in the post game, Brian.
Yep, and there's a pass as there was another basket on one end, and now Hufford, the freshman, throws it in. Nice shot by Braden Hufford, and it's 57-31 as Heath had just scored on the other end for West. Clock now at 10. Carruthers has it. Cross corner for Dempsey. See if they dribble it out. Heath has it. Just going to bounce the clock out. And there we go. Final score from Muscatine High School. Davenport West 57, the Muscatine Muskies 31. We're stepping away for 2 minutes. We'll be back with a non-emergency transport postgame show. You're listening to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
LaRue, co-owner of Quality Transports, inviting you to see our 21-passenger bus or our 12-passenger limo. We can take your group to a ball game, the casino, shopping, wedding receptions, or out for a fun day on the town with family and friends. Schedule now. Weddings or family events, traveling together is more fun. Quality Transports has you covered, safely and on time. Reach us at 563-770-0156. Thank you.
How well do your children see? You know the difference between an eye screening and a complete eye exam by an optometrist may be the difference between a child prepared to learn and a child with a vision-related problem. The Vision Center optometrists examine children that are unable to read an eye chart. Remember, routine eye exams are most important, knowing that 1 out of 4 kids have a visual disorder. Come to the Vision Center PC, only the finest care.
Vision Center PC is a proud supporter of the Muskies. Home of the 40s, serving Muscatine, Wilton, West Liberty, Iowa City, and the Quad Cities area for years. Pete's Tap serves appetizers, wings, burgers, fish, and more. Their hours are 11 to 11 Monday through Thursday, 11 to 2 a.m. on Friday, 11 to 12 on Saturday, and noon to 10 on Sunday. Pete's Tap has over 30 different sauces for wings. Take advantage of their abundant sauces during Monday's 50-cent wings. Make Pete's Tap your home for wings, beer, and sports. Pete's Tap. So much more than a bar, come as you are. Pete's Tap proudly supports Muskie Athletics. Go Muskies!
Community Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of area high school athletics and activities. You can find Community Bank and Trust locations in Columbus Junction, Muscatine, Wilton, and Wapello. Here's to a great year in the classroom and on the field. Visit Community Bank and Trust online at www.commbk.net and download the free Community Bank and Trust mobile app available for iPhone and Android devices. At Community Bank and Trust, they put people first. Member FDIC.
Yeah. We are back at Muscatine High School. And tonight, what a night, as always, for the Muscatine community. Over 19,000 raised at the cake auction, and the girls took game one 33-27. The nightcap goes to Davenport West, and it was all West from the get-go. They scored the first 8 points of the game and got up 10-2 and closed out the quarter 13-2. They stepped on the gas even more in the second quarter with leads of 14-16 and ultimately 19 at the half. They led the Muskies 29-10 at the half. Muskies came out and fought hard in that third quarter, really played hard, but West just too much for the Muskies athletically and getting to the rim, and they extended their lead to 22 at 44-22 at the end of 3. They stretched their lead a couple times to their biggest lead of 29. Late in the fourth, 55-26, the Muskies go on a little spurt, a 5-2 spurt to end it. And the final score tonight was Davenport West 57 and the Muskies 31. Muskies were led in scoring by their fine sophomore Noyan with 17 and Joey Martinez with 4. That accounted for 21 of their 31. Malik Westerfield really lit it up in the second half with 19 total points. He was followed by Jamil Heyman with 16, and Elijah Hollingshed chipped in 9, all those in the first half for Davenport West. West on the season improves to 7-9. The Muskies drop to 0-16. And Joel, you know, we knew West was a solid team. They beat the Muskies the first time around, up there by 18, but really had to pull away late. Tonight they looked like a more polished team down the stretch, and they really took it to the Muskies tonight.
Yeah, just defense turning into offense, and then in the second half hitting shots. I think we hit 4 threes in the second half, and you know, you get a player like Westerfield, Malik Westerfield gets rolling like that. When he can start hitting that jumper, that Katie barred the door for that team, because he's so good at getting to the rim and getting buckets in transition. If he's getting things without having to work for it and just hitting jumpers, that's a tough out.
He did miss a dunk tonight.
He did miss a dunk.
Yeah, And I know he probably was really upset about that, but that kid
well,
played a heck of a game.
when you're up above the rim 3 or 4 times in the game, you're bound to lose some spring on the last one.
Right, no doubt about it.
How
Joel,
many dunks have you missed in your like?
Joel, I think I could touch the bracket on the backboard, in high school. I was not really a rim
You miss
rattler.
all of the dunks you don't take,
yeah.
Brian.
I was a poor man's version of J-Bo,
Poor.
I had to shoot a long ways away from the basket because I couldn't beat anybody off the dribble.
I got asked to just stay in the student section. That's my high school basketball career.
All right, well, Joel, CBI Bank and Trust player of the game is
Noah Jan. Tremendous offensive output from him tonight, and we're seeing him grow on the defensive side of the ball. Had a few good rebounds tonight as well.
And your Buffalo Wild Wings player of the game, or defensive player of the game.
I'm going to go to Joey Martinez. He really did some nice things defensively, tried to stop the ball, had good on-the-ball ball pressure, had a couple of charges that didn't get called, took a good, strong charge there at the end. It's still cold outside. One of the doors just opened up, and we got that puff of wind. But the hot defensive player goes to Joey Martinez.
Joey Martinez. And, folks, I want to remind you, we will have the Monday night game, and from what we understand, it's boys only varsity. There's no sophomore game, and that will be a 6:30 tip-off. We'll have that game on the radio, and we'll also do the Thursday night game, boys game with Pleasant Valley. But we will not be doing the girls game tomorrow at home against Burlington, but we'll have the Monday and Thursday game on the radio. I want to thank Tim Scott, as always, in studio, bumping us in and out of breaks. Jordan Davis here on site with his crew doing all the camera work and filming these games. As always, my partner Joel Crossauer. I'm Brian Musell from Muscatine High School on a successful cake auction night. The final score, Davenport West 57 to Muskies 31. Thank you for listening. You've been listening to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
And remember, KWPC is your home for Hawkeye basketball. Iowa against Northwestern on Sunday night at 5:30 p.m. Your home, local home for Hawkeye basketball.
Thanks for listening, folks.